good.
What it is, episode 80, 100 podcast. It's your boy, Week Bag, ZachyBTV.
Oh my god. So what a beginning. Always my favorite episodes.
Cheers.
Cheers to episode 80. Zachy B. And Doge to the moon.
Doge to the moon, baby.
Oh shit.
Hey, to all the 100 podcasters out there, what's the nickname for the podcast watchers?
I haven't even gotten that far, bro. What should we call them?
The Uchis.
The Uchis?
Yeah.
What does Uchi
The
mean?
Uchis. The Big Bang Uchis, dog. It
The
means
Big
the
Bang.
bread.
Okay.
The bands.
The Uchis.
Yeah. What up, the Uchis? We're the Hunnids.
Or the Hunnids.
We're the Hunnids.
The-
What up? What
the
up,
Benjis.
Hunnids? The Benjis. Yo, Benjis, welcome back.
Mm-hmm.
What you like? The Uchis, the Benjis. That's what it's all
What do you
about.
call? Comment what you want. Which one?
Comment. Drop it below in the comment. What should drop in the
Christ.
comments? What should people? What do you guys want to be called? You know, they got Rope Gang. They got Hype House or whatever they got.
Bro, okay, so
they got the Beehive.
You came down to the valley for what?
Trying to figure it out. Like and subscribe at the same time. Smash that like button.
Subscribe,
Smash that
dude.
subscribe
Stop being
button.
a fucking hater.
Run it up.
There we go. 1,000 subscribers. That's all we need.
Ski.
1K.
Ski. Ski.
Oh my god. Hey, you came down. You came down to the valley, right? You've been down for what? Maybe a week or something.
7 days.
It seems like you did a lot of you came in and you almost did this shit like a full on vacation. How was it? What did you do? Was it like a tourist almost vacation for you since you don't live here no more?
I like to do epic shit, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm not someone that likes to just sleep on vacation. Maybe the last 2 days you can rest. Someone texted me the other day because I was sending them pictures. Some people back in Missouri, and they're like, "Gonna need a vacation from the vacation," which is funny they say that because I could feel how some people would be like zooted out after going hard for 7 days. But I'm like, just give me 1 day. Like for me, it's just about like expressing myself, like while with my homies, like or with my homegirls, you know what I mean, or with my people or my landscape, you know what I mean. As long as I can kind of enjoy the fruits of my labor, you know, maybe jump in a pool here and there, do a cannonball, you know what I'm saying?
Enjoy the heat again.
I love that, bro. Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it did get a little hot. It did get a little
Compared
hot.
to where you're at, huh? 'Cause
Yeah.
It's not, what's the hottest it gets during summer over there?
90s.
Oh, but is it more humid?
Yes, bro.
So that's pretty shitty.
Yeah. It's different. It's different. It's sticky, sweaty, bugs. Yeah, you don't like the Missouri bugs.
Yeah, I don't want to get off too much off the topic
Okay,
of you
yeah.
down in the valley because
Right.
it looked like you're doing a lot of shit, bro. You check out the Desert X?
Yep.
Stuff?
Yeah, Desert X was fire, dude. I
Was it?
love Desert X. I explained this to my buddy because Desert X to me is like something when you get ultra rich. A lot of times, people who are ultra rich, they're very cultured. Some of them aren't. You know what I mean? Some people they're just ultra rich and they're kind of lame. But some people are very adventurous and have a lot of money and they want to do shit. This is something that people who are loaded love to do: is go to major art exhibitions in big cities and just explore the background, the culture, the history of the piece, the history of the artist, why they decided to put that piece there. And so when I went to check out all the Desert X stuff, we went to the hub, there's always interesting people that you meet there. And the sponsors for Desert X are huge, bro. Richard Mille, one of the biggest watchmakers in the country, in the world, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Richard Mille is crazy. Gucci's the second sponsor, bro, behind Richard Mille, bro. If that doesn't tell you anything,
That's pretty
like
big.
Richard Mille watches are crazy, bro. They're some of my favorite watches.
Yeah.
If you get a chance to look up Richard Mille's, check it out. And
I
yeah,
was
the
having
art is
this
sick. The art is sick.
Yeah, I was having this conversation. Just you mentioned it, rich people and like how that's like what they like to do is go, be cultured. Go
Mhm.
check out other cultures, check out other states and countries
Explore.
and all that shit. And what's weird, I had this conversation with a few friends of mine just in the last couple of weeks, and it's like what we don't realize is us. I don't know how else to say, like average, regular people, whatever. We
Normies.
Yeah, we don't understand that those guys, they don't live by a 9 to 5. Like they don't live by 5 days a week. You're working and then you get your weekend to go party with your friend. Like they live a whole different, like there is no week like that. It's like you just, whatever you want to do. Like you just go and you go do it, and like.
Money's not an issue.
Yeah, and I don't want to get caught like in that 9 to 5 for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Like that just sounds like such a terrible life. When those people are traveling all the time and like, shit, bro, you get old quick, bro.
Facts.
So,
And money, that's when you start living like money's not an issue. That's when you have that income that's just moving, and you don't have to worry about paying rent. The rent's always paid. The car payment's always paid. You know, everything you have to pay for is always taken care of. The credit card, your kids are like, you know, buying what they need to buy, or you could buy what you need to buy for them.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? All the bills are paid. You got the crib, and then you could be like, what you're doing is making these either, you know, making money off rents, off other properties, or whatever your job is.
Yes.
In my case, the last couple of days, bro, I've been hitting in the market on cryptos, and that's what we were kind of talking about a second earlier. It was like Dogecoin went crazy 2 days ago.
Yes.
Literally, we're kind of in the middle of a crazy crypto surge. And Dogecoin basically went from what was 5 to 7 cents a week ago to 40 cents this week.
If people don't understand, that's a huge change. That is a lot of it.
Yeah.
I don't know what the percentage is, but it's high.
A couple hundred, like
yeah.
X. So what the market generally does is a 15% increase in your money. If you put it, say you want to put it in like a 401k, people's 401ks are generally having a 15%.
And that's yearly
return, annual return. Yeah.
Yes.
And so if you do better than 15%, you're out working the stock market.
Yeah.
Or we're out working, the market, and the general public who don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And so for Doge to go like 500x or whatever it is, that's unheard of, bro. So for every 7-cent share you bought, that jumped 5 times, 6 times, bro. And so I last month put $1,000 in Doge at 6 cents.
And did you hold all the way through right now?
Right now I'm still holding, yes. Yes. I did not jump out at the peak. I wasn't tapped in like I was on vacation, bro, and this is all happening and going down. So like I kind of was like I was in Joshua Tree, dude. And I got a text. I got a text from one of my buddies, and he goes, "Bro, Dogecoin's going crazy." I'm like, "How crazy could it be going? Like, you know, like 14
I'm up.
cents, you know?
Yeah,
what I
I'm
mean?
probably
like,
up.
I doubled my
crazy.
money. Awesome. Like I knew it. You know, that would have been fun. Like double. And then I checked when I got back, and I was like, "Oh my god, I just made $6,000."
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then the next day came, and I made another $5,000 or whatever. I'm like sitting there looking at my phone, bro. Like, and I'm at a restaurant, and I just turn around to one of the guys, one of the other customers, because I was with my buddy, and I don't know if it was registering with him, like what just happened. I'm like, "Dude, I just made 10 racks," and they're like, "Drinks are on you." I'm like, "Let's go, bro.
Oh my
Run it up." So, I mean, that was crazy, bro. And if I could tell anybody anything right now, honestly, for the sake of the Hunted Podcast, for the people who are watching this that want some intuitive content, some informational quality content that might be able to drive you to making more money or continue to progressing your life, it's put money in the stock market. You don't have to start with $200. You don't have to start with $100. You don't have to start with $50. You could straight up download Robinhood, the Robinhood app. This is not investing advice. We're not giving investment advice right here. This is, obviously you want to do your own thing. This is strictly for informational purposes. We don't work for Robinhood. We don't work for Coinbase. We're not mining cryptos. But this is what I would say
invest in something.
Is, bro, $5, $10, $20, $50. You want to throw it on Doge or Ripple. Some of these cryptos are so early, you're getting them at, fractions of a cent. You throw $5 on a crypto that's, let's say 1 cent, bro, and then all of a sudden it goes to 50 cents. You made $5 for each cent. And so you're making like a lot of money right there, $250.
Either way, too, like a lot of people, what do they do with their money?
The math, I don't know.
I don't know either. That's why I'm passing.
I'm a news reporter, bro. I'm not a mathematician, but that's a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Damn.
Yeah, you're making money.
And then you think about it like, damn. Well, what if I would have put $50 in? You know what I'm saying? Instead of $5, then you just throw a zero on whatever you just made. And that's kind of what people are doing right now with Doge. Everyone's like, I made $700. Like I made $600. I'm like, I 10x what you made, bro. Like.
And then think about the people that made more than you made $6.
Right. Yeah. Some people are paying off their families' cribs, bro. All their debt. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. You and I don't have that money to play with 100 racks to just toss in the market right now. You know what I mean? If you do, blessings and good luck. But I'm saying like I had $1,000 and I was like, I'll throw it on Doge. I feel like this 1,000 is gonna do well. I got a lot of shit from a lot of people, bro, that were like, wow, bro, like, I don't know, 1,000 on Doge. And don't get me wrong, it did go down before it went up. And that's generally what happens. You're going to put money in, whatever you feel comfortable with, and it's going to go down. You're going to go, oh, my God, I just lost $300. I just lost $400. Should I sell? Should I sell? The answer is no. You know, you buy low, sell high.
I had a buddy on.
You haven't. One last thing before you jump in that. The one rule that I always hear is you haven't lost money till you sold.
That's literally what I was just gonna say. My buddy who actually works as a stock, whatever, I don't know. He was on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally what he told me when he was on the podcast. He's like, bro, you never lose it until you sell it.
Mm-hmm.
Once you sell it, yeah, you lost it. He's like, if you don't sell it, you still got it.
Right. It's building.
Just shares.
It's grinding.
Yeah, and
takes time.
that's huge, man. But
Time is money.
yeah, you gotta just know what you're willing to risk. You gotta have a plan, and you gotta stick to the plan.
Yeah, I mean, you've been investing a lot lately. We got a Snap investment group chat. We're kind of in. If you want to join the Snap investor chat,
podcast, just add me and then let me know. And
drop it. Yeah, subscribe and
Zach
drop it
or
in
whatever,
the comments.
whoever you have as a friend that's
Mm-hmm.
in the investment. But I've been doing okay. Like that one I called out on Friday, it went up 20% or something like that day because they're invested in Doge. So Doge was taking off, and they were down like I forgot what it was like EBON or something like that. They were down like 50% in the last like 2 weeks. I was like, what the fuck? And they're invested in Doge, and Doge just took off. I was like, well, that's weird. And then it took off. So shit
You
like
never
that,
know.
bro.
You never know. That's the thing. If you see something you like, you know what I mean? If you see something you like and you're like, I can see something here. I can see how this could do well with time. Like, go ahead, throw 50 at it. You know?
People gotta understand, man. Like that 40-hour work week, you working for somebody, you getting your 401k or whatever. Like that's cool. Like that's you're building something, but that's never gonna get you where you want to be. You know, like it's never gonna get you to that next level to where like you don't work off that. You don't live that 5 day.
You want to retire early?
You gotta
start
do something
investing.
else. Yeah, you can't
start
just
investing.
spend every weekend partying and every weekend just spending all your money.
I think I've said this before in our last podcast. Was moving to Missouri was the best financial decision I made, bro. Because then I'm having like a couple $100 like cash on me because I'm not out here buying drinks for girls 3 nights a week, you know.
Exactly.
And that 300 is going on Doge, bro. The 300 is going on Ethereum. I'm still waiting for Ethereum to pop. It's been bubbling around 2K right now.
Ethereum Classic took off too.
Mm-hmm.
I heard it took off like 50%.
I haven't seen
You haven't seen?
that.
Yeah,
I'm not on Classic. I'm just on.
Yeah, Ethereum's a good one. Like Litecoin's a good one. And then okay, let's say you have no investment. You don't know shit about investing, right?
Yeah.
So you could get in on Coinbase.
Damn, bro, you're gonna leave my guy out of the thing?
Oh, throw him in there. Yeah.
No,
Throw in Jesus, bro.
Bring Jesus back in.
You gotta scoot him back. Scoot him back.
Here, I'm gonna put him right here.
There you go. Yeah, he'll work right there. Oh, there you go. He's in there.
Okay.
But let's say you get in Coinbase, right? You know nothing about investing. There's multiple.
Well, Coinbase is what?
Cryptocurrency, almost
Wallet.
like Robinhood, but for cryptocurrency.
It's a wallet. It's a
a
crypto wallet.
Yeah, crypto wallet. So
It's
let's
a
say you get in Coinbase.
Blockchain wallet.
You don't know anything about investing. You have no idea. There's multiple cryptos that you can get into, like Tezos, for example, TEZOS, that appreciate per year, like 6%, 8%. So you can literally just get into that, and like let's say the coin goes up, that's cool because you make money. And either way, you still get 8% of whatever you have in there.
Yep.
Every year. So it's like a savings account.
Oh, APR. Yeah, you get returns.
Yeah, appreciation per year.
Right.
APY, I think it is, but
Yeah.
on Coinbase, I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
Regular.
Yeah, Coinbase is a great app to have to download. Last time I was here, I was saying download TikTok. Today I'm here telling you to download Coinbase.
TikTok, man. TikTok is it's wild, man. People are getting fucking big on that shit.
You can learn a lot.
Yeah.
You can learn a lot from that. But Coinbase, bro. So for people that don't know, Coinbase is like a blockchain wallet. You basically get a 13-word password, right? You got that password, and then that allows you to buy and sell cryptocurrencies.
Mm-hmm.
Not only buy and sell cryptocurrencies, but you can also buy different types of digital assets with your crypto earnings or your crypto wallet. So say you have 3 Ethereum. You know, Ethereum is about 2,100 right now, so you got $6,300 in Ethereum for example, and you're looking at some NFTs, right? Because NFTs are all the rage right now.
NFTs, perfect.
Yeah, NFTs. So NFTs are all the rage. You got artwork, you got digital landscapes. You know, people think at some point most of our world is going to go all virtual reality.
Yes,
you know,
exactly.
And so you can basically buy a house in a landscape in a digital realm,
bro.
for say 2 Ethereum. Boom, you buy this.
You've heard about the house on Mars, right?
No.
No?
No. Did someone?
They built the first house on Mars.
No
And they
way.
sold it, right?
No way. For how much?
Like $600,000.
Whoa.
Or like in Ethereum.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
in Ether.
Yeah, in Ether. Yeah, and it was the first house on Mars, bro.
Whoa.
The virtual house on Mars. And
Wow, that's dope.
Yeah, that's
One
so
time
crazy.
for the first house on Mars.
Shout out.
Let's
First
go.
house on Mars.
Yeah. So
how do you think that's gonna stick around?
That's what this is. This is the celebration party for the first house on Mars.
You think NFT?
That's what you can make. That's the thumbnail.
The celebration for the first. Yeah, we could do
The
that.
party.
Yeah.
The sales party. We'll figure out a better name.
we'll think about it when we're off the podcast. Do you think NFTs are here to stay though? Like, you think everything is really gonna go virtual? And do you think crypto is gonna continue its run?
Yes and yes.
Yeah.
Yes and yes.
You think it's
we're in a major crypto surge right now, bro. Major crypto surge. For Bitcoin to go to 60 grand,
it's huge.
Just goes to show what the market cap is really like for cryptocurrencies, bro. Ethereum's at 2,000, dog, and that's the second biggest, crypto.
Yeah.
Or blockchain coin. And so
Ethereum, I hear, has a lot more uses for it.
It just, if you understand how to use coins, you can really use them to do whatever. But to the general public, Ethereum is more accessible than Bitcoin, I think. I hold more Ethereum than Bitcoin, so I may have a biased opinion. But that's what I would say.
Yeah.
A lot of people say Doge is better. A lot of people say Doge is better because Doge is a more open source and doesn't have a finite number of coins that can be mined like Bitcoin. So
that's weird. Yeah. Either way, it's weird, man.
Right now, it's so early.
Yeah, you don't really know. You don't know what you're. And Doge was made to be a fucking joke and just kind of took off.
Yeah. Well, there's so many people that are making coins right now. I just talked to my buddy. He's like, Nelk Boys have a coin. Like, Jake Paul has a coin. Logan Paul, whatever, has a coin.
You watched the fight yesterday?
Yeah, by the way, that fight was rigged, bro.
I didn't watch it,
I
but
didn't
I
watch
heard.
the whole thing, but I saw the end, and I'm like, it's rigged.
I heard Ben Askren. No, I was asleep. I fell asleep.
You fell asleep?
I had my kids, Dad.
Dad life right here, dude.
I
Didn't stay up for the fight. You gotta watch the fights, bro.
I missed the UFC fights yesterday.
Oh my goodness!
I watched the beginning of them, the first couple.
Oh, the undercards.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Just trash, dude. But
who is this guy? Roast him in the comments, bro.
Roast him.
Stay up for the fights, bro.
Bro, Ben Askren just. Well, it looked like fake or what? Yeah. I heard he was just smiling on his way out. Like, yeah, I got my mail.
It almost just looked like he, got dressed up and he was like, just like serving up. Have you ever seen that video of like Michael B. Jordan in the boxing ring? And they're like, Michael B. Jordan took a real punch for this scene in whatever. And they're like, practice. And then he like actually hits him. And he like falls.
Oh, okay.
There's like a.
You can just tell he's
there's
like
a video of Michael B. Jordan doing this fake punch type thing, real punch, fake punch, and it almost looked like that's what happened in the fight, like Logan Paul or Jake Paul and Ben Askren. Like Ben Askren kind of like gave him the cheek or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and like dropped his hands a little bit, and Jake went like with a fake left and just like hit him over the top with the right, and he kind of spun,
Yeah.
It was almost
exactly.
like and I was just like, dude. Just to me, I mean, I get Snoop, I get you're hyping it up, I get it's all for the clout type thing, respect, get your money. But that's the thing is that like real fight fans, you got to know this isn't for the real fight fans. It's not. It's for
it's
the
kind of killing it, honestly.
It's for the YouTube kids. That's what Pete Davidson said at the beginning. He's like, if you're watching this, you're seeing how low the sport of boxing has become. So it's like you just got to know that going into it that you're not watching it. This
isn't a real sport anymore.
It's like the WWE is what you're going to watch the YouTubers fight for.
Yeah.
You want to watch a real fight, you watch Mayweather Productions, or
exactly.
like
you're
UFC,
gonna watch
Dana White,
MMA. Yeah, watch real.
That's
fight.
why Dana White didn't want to get in on it, because he's like, nah, bro, not after I built this real, fighting league, this fighting championship. I can't have.
Is it wild too that they could like it's clearly rigged now at this point? Like even the Mike Tyson, Roy Jones was like, all right, what are we doing?
It feels like it was the same promoters for that fight.
Yeah, is it wild that?
Did you watch that?
Yes, I watched that.
It was like the same type of promotions.
Nobody's hitting nobody in the face.
Yeah.
It's like,
and they were like performances between fights.
Yeah,
it was like that.
Yeah, and is that weird that a sport like that, boxing, which was a fucking huge sport can just be fake now, and it's like almost like nobody gives a fuck. You feel me? Like
It
it's
is
weird.
crazy. I think it goes to show that there's a market for artificial,
Action or whatever.
anything.
Yeah.
Artificial anything. It's like if people want to see the celebs do it, the celebs will do it. If that's what type of celeb
I get
you
what
want
you're
to be for
saying.
the money.
Yeah.
Nowadays, because they have that thing too where you can get like Snoop to tell your homie happy birthday if you pay enough money. It's like, Snoop doesn't care. Bro, you pay for $400, be like, yo, happy birthday, Troy Roberts. And you're like, yeah, dog. It's like you can get anything you want now, bro. So it's like, if you want to see real boxers fight, you watch the real fights. If you want to see the celebrities watch the, box, you can't expect a good fight, bro. You can't.
Does that?
You can't be like, this is going to be the fight of the year. No one said that, dog. Come on. Jake Paul and Ben Askren. Ben Askren, he kind of a scrub, dog. Everyone was excited because they said Ben Askren was a real fighter, bro. He's a real fighter. He's going to really come out here and go hard. He's going to do his thing. That's what I was excited about, too. I'll be honest. Like, I said that. I was like, all right, Jake Paul's fighting a real fighter. But when he got out there, dog, like, he was overweight. He was overweight. You could tell when a fighter's overweight, period. Yeah. There's a point where you go, he's in shape or he's overweight. And the dude was far past that point of just overweight. And I was like, at that point, I was like, and Jake looks cut, bro, At that point, it was like, all right, well.
I didn't even watch the fight, and I woke up this morning, and I was like, Ben Askren got knocked out. I don't know why, I just had that feeling. I checked, and boom, knocked out first round.
Yeah.
And it wasn't really even a knockout, really. And then he gets up, and the ref's like...
TKO or whatever.
The ref's like, you're done, whatever. I was like, yeah, you could tell. Like, they didn't even give him a chance to get hit again. They're like, all right, we're going to call it after the first knockdown, all right? Yeah, so it kind of kills... It just kills it for me, bro.
Right. They're going to have less viewers next time.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Jake Paul's going to have to really fight a boxer.
But, I mean, look, you didn't even watch it.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
It didn't even have enough appeal for you to be like, I'm staying up for this motherfucker.
No, bro.
You're like, nah, Jake Paul, Ben Askren.
It wasn't like a Deontay Wilder fucking Tyson Fury, like, oh shit, somebody's going to get knocked the fuck out. Yeah, like, nah.
Yeah, party.
I knew it was going to happen. I knew it was going to be some stupid shit. Just like that Nate Robinson, like, the dude is 5 feet tall, bro, fighting Jake Paul, who's like a 6 foot, like, built kid. Like, the fools are adult. He's like 20, whatever. So,
yeah, trained. Yeah,
and trained boxer. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. I want to see him actually fight a real boxer. Like,
I'd
stop with the entertainment type shit.
Yeah.
Get in there and really box, get like a 10 round.
Fight a BMF.
Yeah.
Do a BMF fight with Dana White. Like, see if you want to fight against Masvidal. You want to call yourself a real fighter? You fight against Masvidal?
I don't think Masvidal would lay down for you.
Nah, bro.
I don't think the money's that.
Or you know who else wouldn't? Nick Diaz.
Yeah.
Nick Diaz would be like, throw hands with your ass, bro. Like, let's go. Those motherfuckers are fighting to the death. No payments, no cash payments on that. You get McGregor to fight you, that's all money. It doesn't matter at all. His word doesn't mean shit.
Right? How you feel about that McGregor Poirier fight coming up?
Poirier's gonna fuck him up again, dog.
You think so?
Yeah.
You don't think that McGregor's kind of fucking up Poirier in the first round, or like in that last fight?
Or you just trying to?
I'm being serious.
No, bro.
You think Poirier just had him the whole fight?
Yeah, McGregor looked like a little kindergartner compared to like a 5th grader in the ring. And Poirier does not normally look that good, bro. That's what I'll say. Is Poirier doesn't normally look that good compared to a fighter. Yeah. But McGregor made him look like a bully. I was like, damn, dog. Like, it's weird once fighters get big, man. It's hard to say that that's like the real grind.
It was weird watching him though, right? Like watching him just look like he didn't care, and then he goes and he says we're gonna fight again. Almost surprised me. I don't know why he said we're gonna go for the 3rd fight after
he's emotional, you know what I mean?
Like
when you're fighting like that. Yeah, when you're fighting like that, it's just different. Fighting is in a weird stage, bro. I think that's an interesting thing to talk about is like nowadays fighting isn't, you fight for you're not fighting for your reputation anymore.
Yeah,
if you win, that's cool, but if you lose, like, it's not that lame. When you used to lose, it would be like, bro, you're dropping off. Like, I remember, like, Oscar De La Hoya or Pacquiao, like, when they lost to Mayweather, it was like, they still had some love, some recognition, but, like, you know, it's different for Mayweather to keep going. Like Canelo, think about all the people that fought Mayweather and still fight because of the clout.
Yeah.
So I guess there is a lasting impact. Like Mayweather, you got to say like I said, Canelo, Pacquiao, and De La Hoya. Those are 3 fights that Mayweather put down. Like they were good fights, and they were known for the good fights. There were some fights we don't even talk about with Mayweather because weren't good fights, bro. You know, so it's weird. It's a hard contrast when it comes to fighting because you want to see bloodshed, bro. Like naturally,
and it's just not like that.
Naturally,
anymore.
we love the Coliseum. Like you know, humans want to see you know Achilles get that.
Exactly.
You know,
gladiator type.
Yeah,
shit.
we want to see him throw down. We want to see blood. But the guys that we respect and are like almost like you're like Dak Prescott, bro. You know what I mean? We don't want to see Dak Prescott get hurt. Everyone's like, damn, you just want to see that fool do good.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. When you see him shatter his ankle and shit.
That sucked. I texted this dude. I'm like, yo, sorry about your QB, dog.
I saw that and I was like, oh, because you could see his leg. Like, I was watching, I was like, oh, he's done for the season. Because you could tell it was out, bro. Like, it was, like, all sideways, and you're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
The worst injury I saw ever was Casey Loringer when he dislocated his knee.
Really?
In football, high school.
Mm-hmm.
Watch that fool's kneecap sideways, bro.
Woo! Shout out Casey Loringer, baby. Get up, Doc.
Bro.
Yo, get Casey Loringer on the 100 podcast.
He won't hit me up. I hit him up on IG multiple times. He won't hit me back. He doesn't like me.
Come on, Casey. Get you on the 100 podcast, my dog.
He don't like me, dog.
He looks good. He looks good. He's in Santa Barbara.
Nasty.
I need to hear that full story straight from the horse's mouth. Casey Loringer, I'm calling you out. 100 podcast challenge.
Say
100 podcast challenge right here on the red couch.
The red couch.
Red couch talk.
The infamous red couch.
So what's been going on with these pop funkos you've been doing? I see you've been going from spot to spot doing some hustling. What's the deal with that?
I just buy them and sell them and just make a little bit of cash. It's just kind of fun. I got like sports cards too. My kids like them.
True.
And it's just kind of building like a little collection, bro. Like
you've been thinking about like the multiple streams of income, huh?
Yep, just building it, bro. Building it. It's like almost another investment.
You got the kid right here, Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah, that one's cool. Those are like not. These are probably the better ones right here. These cowboy ones right here. Some rookies, some signed ones. Yeah, but I don't know, bro. I just do it for. Yeah, it's kind of fun. It's something to do, especially right now when quarantine is not. Like,
we're getting out of it, bro.
Yeah.
We're getting out of quarantine.
Exactly.
But I mean, good on you for figuring out new hustles, bro. Because I think a lot of people reinvented themselves. A lot of people have reinvented themselves, and now we're coming out the other side. And it's like, all right, well, what have you done?
How do you feel after getting out of the quarantine, or we're getting towards ending the quarantine? How do you feel? What do you?
That's a good question.
What do you feel like you've changed or adjusted in your life, and what do you think you're gonna do moving forward? Like ZachyBTV, you're still moving forward with that?
Yeah. I'm about to drop the ZachyBTV as soon as I get home, bro. After seeing everybody and showing love, I just something spiritually for me needs to really connect for me to drop a real piece of artwork that I've created for time to take time. That's taken time for me to create,
Yeah.
Something spiritual has to connect in order for me to drop it. And I think coming down here and seeing like all the homies this time was some reason different for me, you know what I mean? And I'm like, all right, it's time to like drop this on the people, and then we're gonna try to get this going on a steady drop of videos every couple weeks or something like that, or whenever these are coming out. Yeah. I want it to be regular, you know what I mean? Because I have so much content right now, and with the lack of Coachella, bro, like I was bummed out, that Coachella's not happening, bro. That especially 2 years in a row, dog. That's like our time to like brush up with celebrities and really tap in with what's happening globally. Mm-hmm. Like I am hustling like in Missouri and doing my thing and talking to CEOs, the governor of the state, the health director of the state, the mayors of the biggest cities in the state of Missouri, I like brushing up with like the professionals who are really tearing shit down, and Coachella is kind of like that for the music industry, and I haven't been able to brush up with a lot of my close friends who are really succeeding in that style of ambiance in 2 years, bro. And so I know these last 2 years have been really good for me because, when I went to Missouri, number one, it was a big jump. We were talking about this just before I left. That's when we made our first podcast.
Yeah.
It was right before I took off. It's been 2 years since
crazy.
100 Podcast started.
That was when we made the first one.
Yeah. It's been 2 years, bro. Now look at where everything's at, bro. So what did you, like, you know, you were early to the party when it came to doing your own thing.
Yeah.
People just started doing their own thing because quarantine allowed them to. You were already on the game. And then you got to put the pedal to the metal through this shit. Just like me. I was about to go to Missouri. I went to Missouri. Boom. George Floyd died. Like, we had riots all across, you know, the world, bro. Riots across the world for the George Floyd thing. You know what I mean? And the Breonna Taylor death. You know, rest in peace. Anyone who's died from police brutality. And fuck racist, bro. If you're racist, get out of here with that. We do not mob with that, bro. Like, you know, we're all about equality for the people, bro. You know, when it came down to that, for me as a news reporter and covering it on the streets and seeing how passionate people were, you know, in the streets, marching for days, like, that was so real for me, you know. I was talking to these people, and they're like, who is this, you know, white kid news reporter who I'm talking to, who's trying to, like, get in my face about this? And for me, it's all about being humble, dude, when you're a news reporter, you know. I got to be real humble when I'm talking to people, and real, like, I want to ask them the real questions and get their real response.
Real opinion, your
real. But a lot of people are very, very, like, tentative to talk to news reporters, you know what I mean? You kind of understand how that goes, bro. Like, if a guy comes up to you with your face with a microphone and a camera, you're like, immediately you're going to be, hey, get out of my face. But if a guy like me approaches you and we're like, let's have a conversation, and then I'm like, okay, bring the camera crew over here, he's okay with it, I'm okay with it, we're going to make this a real atmosphere for creation, you know, then you can move forward. So I learned, you know, during this Breonna Taylor, George Floyd thing, man, Black Lives Matter, it was a lot of riots, you know, and where I lived, across the whole nation, that was major. That was the first major thing. And the trial is still going on today. So we're paying attention to that, the Breonna Taylor, or the George Floyd trial.
Have you had any crazy moments to where you gotta, like...
I was at the George Floyd protest in downtown Columbia, and I was going live, and they were, like, blocking off the streets in downtown Columbia for, like, a prayer. They were about to do a whole prayer thing. And some guy ran up on me and was, like, trying to get in the camera's face. Like, you know, people on the streets. By the way, this isn't cool. If you see a news reporter up there, like, don't run up to them and be like, yo, what up? Like, yeah, oh, whatever. Like, that's not cool. You know what I mean? Like, we're really out here working. We are showing what's happening. You don't have to jump up in front of the camera and throw up the set, bro. Like, we'll see you. We're telling people what's really happening. If you're out here throwing up the set, like, on Crip or whatever, like, the people will see it for what it is. And if you're not, like, don't be fake, you know? So I'm up there, and this dude wants to jump in front of the camera and throw up the set, bro. And I'm like, yo, excuse me. And he's like, yeah, fuck you. And, like, gets in my face, and I'm like, excuse me. We're live right now on TV. Finally, I got him away. Yeah. You know, I was trying to be professional about it. So for me, you know, I just try to be professional when that stuff starts to happen. You know, I have to then be aware. Like, imagine if I was in Syria, bro, and, like, some crazy stuff started happening around me. Like, I got to be totally aware of my surroundings at all times. That's kind of how
you're trying to fucking report.
Right, as I'm also reporting the news, the facts. I'm looking at the camera and I'm talking, but also, like, you never know what's going on, bro. I'm trying to be safe, but, like, reporting sometimes isn't just a, like, it's a dog show in Old Town La Quinta. Oh my God, here comes, you know, Puffy Tail McGee type shit.
Sometimes you're in some dangerous spots.
Yes. So boom, those protests were crazy. The riots downtown. I really liked interviewing people who were very passionate about, you know, making change in the country for racial injustice. That really touched me deeply, and I've seen it firsthand, you know. So that was a special moment for me as a news reporter. And then it moved into the pandemic. The pandemic hit so fast, bro. And when the first case hit Missouri, I reported on it. Like, we're like, breaking news. The first case of COVID-19 has been traced here in mid-Missouri. Governor Parson is doing a live news conference now. Let's check in with him. And he's like, we're going to do everything we can to be safe. Fast forward 2 years, bro. You know, I did testing kits, like, in front of the camera, showing people what testing kits were.
How do you feel personally? Oh, you got vaccinated, huh?
We showed, I'm Moderna. Yeah, I'm both shots of the Moderna.
How do you feel personally about the vaccine? Like, all of them? Do you feel like it's...
Well, in what context?
Like, do you feel like like obviously, for me personally, I feel like if you're older and you're high risk, you should probably take the vaccine if you can. Clearly, like if you should take it. But I think younger people who are not as high risk, who don't really have any, who don't seem like they have any health problems, I feel like maybe like don't rush to take it. But I don't
So
know
you're
how you
asking
feel.
me.
Like, how do you feel about it? Do you feel any, like, especially the blood clots that they were saying about what the AstraZeneca one or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, how do you just feel personally about the
Well, I
vaccine?
try not to give advice. You know what
Don't
I mean?
give advice.
I try
Just
to
what
be.
do you? And
Yeah.
you don't have to. And if you
Even
don't want to talk
health-
about it, you
health
could.
advice too. No, we could talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, 'cause
Honey
I don't know.
Podcast, bro. Everything's
I
open.
know, but I
I
know,
love
and that
talking
is a
about
sketchy subject because
Well-
there's people when you talk about it either way, they think you're on like a side, and it's like I'm not on a side.
Here's how I feel, bro. As a news reporter, like to be completely honest with you, a lot of people think people like news reporters are different behind closed doors.
Yeah.
And you know what and to be 100% honest with you, some of them are, bro. And you know what? That's why I love Honey Podcast and why I love coming here and being able to talk to you and talk to everyone who's watching is because the people who are watching Honey Podcast and watching the ZachyBTV episodes can vouch and say, look back at this. You can see that Zach's a real guy, that Zach is really genuine, that Zach stands up for his friends, that he makes good decisions, and he's good. He's, kind-hearted when it comes down to the thick and thin, bro. And so, when it comes to touchy subjects, really, those conversations are exclusive to this podcast. Like, there are going to be more people who are going to want to interview me and talk about different subjects.
Yeah.
But really, I'm kind of passionate about keeping the touchy subjects to the Honey Podcast exclusively. You know what I mean? Because you're my dog, and like I like seeing this podcast progress, and that adds value. That adds value to your podcast is the realness, bro.
Yes,
So
exactly.
when you're talking about my opinion on the vaccine, I think it sounds like what you're asking is, should people get it? Should people get the vaccine?
Yeah,
and
yes, but not really. But because it's kind of hard to say that because then like you said, that's almost like you're giving advice.
Well, let me break it down.
Advice. I want you just to give the facts.
No, let me break it
what
down.
You've heard, or
right?
What you know.
Yeah. So there's what's called efficacy, and efficacy is basically the percentage of
how it works, right?
Right.
It works.
Of working, the percentage of working. If you want to kind of like dumb it down to, vocab.
Shut down the virus or
right
against the virus.
Yeah, chances that it'll actually stop the virus from entering your body, or chances that it'll stop the virus from putting you in the hospital, right? And so we know Pfizer's like 96. These aren't the exact numbers. I'm not quite sure. Pfizer could be 98, Moderna's 96. Or vice versa. I know that they're up there, Pfizer and Moderna in the 90s. Johnson & Johnson is in the 60% range.
Yes.
And I know that maybe 67. And recently, along with AstraZeneca, it's been flagged for possible blood clots, right? I would say if you have a history of blood clots, talk to your doctor before you take the vaccine. Talk to your doctor if they think that in general, if you're getting a little older or if you have a very good relationship with your doctor, I actually have a really good relationship with my doctor. When I moved out to Missouri, the kid's like my age. And he's just super smart in the medical field, and we can have fluid conversations when it comes to my health. And if you're close with your doctor and you say, hey, maybe I'm on, just throwing this out there, like bipolar disorder medicine or irregular heartbeat medicine or high blood pressure, maybe it's a good idea to talk to your doctor and see, will the vaccine affect any of these things? Will it give me a rash when it comes to any of these things? Will my body react differently? Because that's what you want to be careful of. Generally, you and I, if we're 25, 26, and we're healthy young men, I guess, you could say, in our 20s, in our 30s, the reason I got the vaccine is because I will be out and about handling business. I am in the community hustling. I'm talking to people, microphone, mask. I don't know who I'm going to, come in contact with at any time of the day. Number one, someone could, somehow get COVID, let's just say, on me or whatever, for lack of a better term, or somehow I could catch that viral infection, but it doesn't affect me as it would because I've been hit by the vaccine. But if I, for some crazy reason, give that to someone else, then that would be shitty on me. So that's why I have the vaccine.
That makes sense.
Is I'm trying not to spread what could kill others, bro. You know what I mean? And so if you're out here hustling, you know what I mean? If you're out here doing the tests like I've seen you've been doing, the COVID tests, like you want to be good because you never know someone that you could come in contact with does have COVID and they sneeze, that could get you sick. Maybe you're strong enough to fight that off. You are, number one.
But whoever else you're around or
whatever. But your mom and dad, you know what I mean? If you brush shoulders with your mom and dad who are in their 60s and 70s, their immune system is not as strong. You know, so that's what we always knew the issue was from the jump. But now there's vaccine availability. Why should I get the vaccine? And basically, when we were just telling people why you should wear a mask and stay inside is the same reason why we're telling people to get the vaccine. You know, it's just part of a new normal, I guess. You know, people toss that around for a long time when the pandemic first started is what's the new normal going to be? What's the new normal going to be? And I think as the vaccine becomes more available, that is the new normal, is getting vaccinated and, you know, just being a step ahead of a possible viral infection. Number one, I'll just say again, I'm not sponsored by Bill Gates. This is I'm not sponsored by Moderna.
Damn, Bill Gates.
I did talk to a kid who did do a deal with Moderna, like during this pandemic thing. His dad did this huge Moderna contract, so I will say that. I mean, I don't know how that's all connected, but I just want to throw that because I'm open.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently, he's like a engineering contractor, so he has contracts with all these engineers, and he knows a lot of these smart thinkers, basically, who can get shit done. And Moderna's like, we need staff to help whatever they need to do. And he's like, we have your mechanical engineers that can help you with your software programming or, you know, your engineering contracting. Mm-hmm. And so that's where the deal came in there. I went to his house. It's a bitchin' house in LQ. In Andalusia. Yeah, Andalusia is a cool country club. If you work at one of the country clubs, man, you get to see some real cool stuff.
Working at Bighorn, that shit was sick.
Yeah, no doubt. And you get to you know, brush up with some people who are next level, right?
Yeah. Well, that's speaking on they don't live by the way we live. You know, like they you see those guys, man, and like they're not doing any of the regular shit we do. Like, their laundry, their fucking groceries. Like, fuck, dude, somebody's doing that shit. They got housekeepers in and out their house. They got fucking pool guys. They got landscapers. They got everybody just running out there, in and out their house.
But just think about that, bro. Like, think about that one more time. Like, and just say that again. Like, everything that you just said, it's hard sometimes for people to even, like, grasp that idea, bro. Like, someone goes and gets their groceries for them. If their house is a mess after a full-blown party, they have people coming to the house and cleaning up the house while they're just making phone calls or watching TV. People are cleaning their house, making their beds, bro. Yeah. If they need to, you know, close the garage, or if they broke a couch, someone is going to take that couch out of there and bring in a new couch that day.
Yes, exactly. Like, dude, like, and that's what people don't understand, bro. Like, us every day, like,
it's different.
You want to work for 30 years, man, you're missing out on life, bro. Like, life is passing us by as we're working. You know? And, like, that shit's like... And that's why, like, working over there, that made me realize real quick, bro, like, you got to figure out something different. Because if you can work, do your regular job and shit, obviously. You have to like, keep your regular shit going, but you got to plan something on the side. Work something, investments, whatever you feel like doing. Whatever is going to get you that next level, buying a house... properties, like anything. Like, bro.
To change your life.
You gotta live differently.
Yeah, you got to figure out how to change your life. And that goes back to what we were saying about, you know, this isn't number one investment advice, but going in on Robinhood or Coinbase and throwing $50 on Dogecoin, throwing $50 on Ripple, throwing $50 on a new emerging crypto that maybe you and some of your friends were talking about. You know, throw the $50 there, because at any moment, it could blow up, and that $50 can turn to $5,000 in your bank account. And that $5,000, be smart with that $5,000, because then you could put that in other investments. You know what I mean? And maybe you turn that $5,000 into $500,000. You know, and that's where it comes down to. Is if you make that $5,000, be smart, because if you take that $5,000 out, number one, you got to pay taxes.
Yes.
And number two, you spend it, then there's nothing left to. And you can't just throw in your $50 again in that and be like, it's gonna blow up.
It's gonna run again.
You never know. You never know. Yeah, so be smart. That's what I'm trying to do with this Doge money too. Like the Doge investment is starting to hit. It's gonna hit again soon. I think personally, it's at 30 cents. it's going to $1. If you want to triple your money, and you are ready to risk,
I put in a buy order
whatever to risk it, like run it.
Yesterday for 21 cents and it never hit it. It hit like 24.
Yep. That's smart though.
Yeah.
Limit orders.
I put in a buy order 21.
Yo, I gotta pee. Can I pee or how does that work?
Go piss, I guess, bro.
Ah!
Y'all know what?
Now it's time for do all the commercials. Do all the
How
commercials.
long are we through? Oh, we're 45 minutes, so let's wrap it up.
All right.
It'll be a quick one.
All
right. Say it. Wrap this shit up. What do you gotta say to
what do I gotta say?
Yeah, in the podcast.
I mean, I don't know. Is there anything you want to say?
This is episode 80. ZachyBTV.
Okay, hold on. All right. Anything I want to say to the
What do you got dropped? When is your DVD drop?
Okay.
For sure. You have a date? 420?
I don't have a date.
Right now?
It's
18th. Oh, you can
it's almost 420.
Yeah.
I don't have a date. It might drop 420. That could be cool. Yeah, Zachy B Hawaii DVD tomorrow morning.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm installing a Ring doorbell in my mom's crib, and then I'm flying back. So, Zachy B Hawaii DVD. We're dropping the first episode probably this week. That's gonna be sick. You know, you don't have to pay for it this time. You know, there's no fee to watch it. I think as I get better, I'm gonna start. You know, put it on Patreon or put it on OnlyFans.
You should do it even at 99 cents or something, bro. Something where it's like, bro.
Well, I haven't dropped it yet. I've been thinking about it. So if you want to pay for it, you know, we might start doing that right now. Zachy B Hawaii DVD's coming up. I got new merch that's gonna be dropping. Oh, like always, I'm always working on new drip.
That's the new one?
That's the new drip. I thought I showed you this last time.
Oh, clean.
You know?
Yeah.
So I got new drip. Always cooking up. I'm trying to think of new ideas. You know, like different. This is a polo. You know, we got a lot of friends that play golf. I figure, hey. So we got new drip coming, new videos coming, man, and we're just gonna keep working, man. We're trying to always strive to make greatness, and you know what we will keep doing as well is investing, bro. You know, we're going to keep sending investing ideas back and forth because you want to get rich and I want to get rich. And the market they're having a crazy digital explosion right now.
Bro, if you're not putting it in crypto or in the stock market or in properties or something, what are you doing? Putting it on food?
Yo, I heard the other day, I saw this tweet that said, yo, having zero money in cryptocurrency is like the 2010 equivalent of having zero bitches. I'm like, damn, dog. Like, you don't want that in 2010.
You gotta have something. Have something.
Not in 2015. You don't want that.
Shit.
Get in on crypto, 80. Bro.
Episode 80.
Get in on crypto. Let's go. Start with nothing. Run it up.
Run it.